Time's the one thing every person has in equal measure, 24 hours in a day. Yet some people use it to build empires, while others let it slip away unnoticed. Have you ever wondered why? Why do some people seem to achieve so much, while others, despite working hard, remain stuck? Today's story will reveal the secret behind time mastery, how valuing every moment can completely change your life, and along the way, we'll learn a few useful English words to improve our vocabulary. So stay with me till the end, because this story might just change how you see time forever. Once upon a time, in a quiet European town surrounded by green hills and cobblestone streets, there lived a young man named Liam. Liam worked as an apprentice to Mr. Walter, the town's most respected clockmaker, a man who could repair any clock. No matter how old or broken, Mr. Walter's workshop was a magical place. The walls were covered with clocks of all sizes, some grand and tall, others small enough to fit in your palm. The air always ticked with hundreds of rhythmic beats, tick-tock, tick-tock. But Liam wasn't very interested in clocks. He often came late to work, left early, and spent most of his time scrolling through his phone or staring out the window. "Liam," Mr. Walter would often say, "you're wasting your most valuable possession." Liam would laugh. "Sir, I'm only 22, I have plenty of time." Mr. Walter would smile faintly and reply, "That's what every young man thinks." Until time reminds him how precious it really is. One rainy afternoon, a wealthy traveler entered the shop. He placed a small golden pocket watch on the table and said, "This belonged to my grandfather. It's very dear to me. Can you fix it?" Mr. Walter examined it carefully. "The spring is damaged," he said. "It will take 3 days." Liam, however, groaned. 3 days? For one small watch? Mr. Walter smiled. "Some things take time, my boy, especially things that matter." Over the next 3 days, Mr. Walter worked with deep focus, polishing every gear, cleaning every part, and adjusting each screw until the ticking became perfect again. When the traveler returned, he was so impressed that he paid double the price and said, "You haven't just repaired a watch, you've restored a memory." That night, as Liam cleaned the table, he stared at the empty spot where the pocket watch had been. He wondered, how can time mean so much to someone? Days passed. Liam continued his careless habits, waking up late, missing deadlines and postponing everything important. One day, Mr. Walter gave him a simple task: deliver a repaired clock to the mayor's house before sunset. Liam nodded, but got distracted on the way, chatting with friends, scrolling social media, and finally taking a nap under a tree. By the time he woke up, the sun had already set. When he reached the mayor's house, the servant said, "You're too late." The mayor needed the clock for an important ceremony. "He's angry, and he told us never to order from your shop again." Liam froze. He realized his small delay had cost Mr. Walter a valuable customer. When he returned to the shop, the old man didn't scold him. He simply said, "Liam, once time goes, it never returns. Money lost can be earned again. Trust lost can sometimes be rebuilt. But time lost is gone forever." That night, Liam couldn't sleep. He kept hearing those words echoing in his mind. Time lost is gone forever. Weeks later, Mr. Walter fell seriously ill. He called Liam to his bedside and said softly, "My boy, my time is almost up. But before I go, I want you to fix one last clock." He pointed to a dusty, old wall clock that had stopped years ago. "Fix it for me," he said, "and you'll understand the real meaning of time." Liam tried. He worked all night, opening, cleaning, adjusting, and testing. But the clock refused to tick. Frustrated, he muttered, "It's useless. It's too old to work again." Mr. Walter smiled weakly. Just because something seems old or broken doesn't mean it has no time left. You must learn patience and respect for every moment, no matter how small. Liam took a deep breath and began again, carefully placing every gear in its place. Finally, as dawn broke, the clock ticked. "Tick!" Mr. Walter smiled. "That sound, Liam, is life itself. Every tick is a moment passing, and one day your clock will stop too. So make sure every tick counts. Those were his final words. Mr. Walter passed away that morning, leaving behind his shop, his tools, and a young man who had just realized the true gift of time. Months later, the once lazy apprentice had transformed completely. Liam reopened the workshop, now renamed Walter & Son, the Timeless Makers. He started coming early, working sincerely, and teaching the same lessons to new apprentices that his mentor had once taught him. Whenever a customer came in with a broken clock, he would say, "Every clock can be repaired, just like every wasted moment can still teach you something." He placed Mr. Walter's old clock on the wall, never for sale, and every morning he listened to its steady rhythm. Each tick-tock reminded him, life is not about how much time we have, it's about what we do with the time we are given. 10 years passed. Liam became one of the most respected clockmakers in the country. One evening during an award ceremony, a reporter asked him, "Sir, what's the secret of your success?" Liam smiled and replied, "My teacher once told me that every second is a gift. I used to waste hours, but now I treat every minute like gold. Time doesn't wait for anyone, but it rewards those who value it." He paused for a moment, then added, "People often say time is money, but they're wrong. Money lost can be earned back. Time lost can never return. So spend it wisely, on learning, on love, on helping others, and on becoming the best version of yourself." The audience applauded. Some were inspired, some emotional, because deep down everyone knew he was right. Dear listener, life is like that ticking clock in Liam's shop. Every tick represents an opportunity to learn, to grow, to love, or to make a difference. But when we waste time on regret, comparison, or procrastination, we silence that rhythm. Remember this simple truth. You can't control how much time you have, but you can control how you use it. So if you want to succeed, start today. Wake up early. Focus on what truly matters. Call the people you love. Work on your dreams, because the clock of life never stops. And one day when it does, you'll want to look back knowing you used your time well, not that you lost it. If you liked this story, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Comment below, what does time mean to you? And remember, every moment is a gift. Unwrap it with gratitude. See you in the next story.